Well, hello lovely humans and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jamie, I'm a wedding planner and I normally don't do videos like this, but we decided to reach out to 6 of the most well-known bridesmaid dress companies and ask them to send over a sample dress for me to give a little try skis. And some went well, some did not. It was an adventure for all involved. There is a very clear winner to me and a couple that didn't do so hot. But don't take my word for it, take past Jamie, who's already tried them on. And with Black Friday coming up, you want to make sure those getting dresses are getting the best deal possible, so I will have a link for you in the description box down below, but wait until you see the full try-on to figure out which one's going to be a real winner for your wedding party. So without further ado, let's just jump right on into it. First up, Azazie. Came in a box that literally I had no idea who it was from. All right, super easy to understand. Return instructions, love that. Regular returns versus try-on returns. Before we dive into the actual try-on, let's go through the stats of this dress really quickly. We have the color sky blue. Total price is $117.94 with shipping. Delivery time for a standard order should be 3 to 4 weeks if it's in stock. We paid for this try-on order and we have a very specific window within which I can try it on and send it back. So how to return prepaid labels right there and send it through the noted carrier. That's nice and easy. Cool, let's go and try this baby on. Oh, cool, so it comes with a little fabric tape measure. That's nice. I do love this so far. It has the style name, the color, the size, and then the bust, waist, and hip measurements on this as well. All right, be prepared for my hair to not look like this. Let's go. Azazie. Initial thoughts, hate the straps. There's no way to adjust these. I've never had this be an issue before where straps are too short, but these are definitely like, I can tell that these are too tight. So it would be an interesting thing because they're not adjustable to see what that would be like to get those altered. Also, I thought I was kind of going a little bit generous on the sizing because I would rather err on the side of it being too large than too small for a try-on. And this is, I don't think I could take full breath in this, okay? This is, I mean, we're there, okay? We're not, it doesn't need to be cinched in at all, because it's there, it's cinched, it's happening, it's fine. Like the last bridesmaid dress try-on, though, I am wearing dark undergarments, like black. And you can't tell at all. In fact, let's pan you down real quick. So, absolutely no indication whatsoever. I'm wearing high-waisted black biker shorts. Like, so the lining on this is phenomenal. Also with the length, I'm 5'9", I could probably comfortably wear flats with this. Just a little bit of length here. But if I pop up onto the balls of my feet as if I was wearing heels, this would be the absolute perfect length. So for my tall girls who tend to run into issues with that, I really do enjoy this. What I don't enjoy is not being able to breathe right now. I really thought I was giving myself literally more breathing room that we don't have. Another element that I'm not loving is I have to keep tucking my bra down. I just wish that this was like a little bit higher, but I know everybody's different, right? So that it might not be an issue for other people, but for me, if I don't tuck it down, you'll see this, well, I mean, ideally you'd be wearing a nude colored bra to work better with a dress. But lining's great, length is great, straps are tight, bodice is tight. I thought I'd have more space in this than I actually do. And that could either be me, human error, ordering the wrong size, or this does not fit true to size. It might fit a little bit on the small end. This is why home try-ons are so important. As far as the feel is concerned, it doesn't feel nice. You know what I mean? Where like it doesn't feel like it's high quality. It feels like it gets the job done. You know, like checks off those boxes. It's a bridesmaid dress. The strap situation is already driving me nuts, and I've only had it on for like maybe a maximum of 5 minutes, maybe 10. And I could tell that this would cause some pretty serious chafing throughout the evening. So that's not ideal because this fabric, it's just not very soft, right? It's not something I would want rubbing against my shoulders for an entire evening. Is a deal breaker? I don't know. It's something that could probably be adjusted or swapped out for something else. But anytime you have to make adjustments or alterations to a dress to make it feel just comfortable, probably not an ideal situation. Yep, there you can see a little bit of the black peeking out. Yeah, this just feels, like if I were to, this just feels cheap. Yeah, I'd give this a 6 out of 10. Gets the job done, it's fine, length is great, color is great, lining's perfect, the external outside fabric straps, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take this off. driving me nuts. All right, next up, Birdy freaking Grey. Immediately I'm more comfortable. Immediately this dress feels nicer. And the ironic thing is it's actually $8 cheaper. $8 cheaper. Okay, so let's go through some of the details. All right, this is the ash cowl neck in dusty blue, size large. Now, one of the things I don't love about Birdy Grey is they only have small, medium, large as sizes. Well, I mean, they have more sizes than that, but they don't have true dress sizes. They only have those as their sizing listed. So I didn't know if I'd be a large or a medium. I'm not a large. So I didn't know where I'd land on the dress size, so I kind of just went with what I understood them to be, and I picked wrong. So that part on me is user error. I wish there were more size options. It's only $109 with shipping, which is a very affordable rate. Absolutely love that for us, right? And delivery timing for standard order is 1 week for ready to ship items. So if they already have it ready to go, it'll take a week to get to you. That is nuts. We did not pay for this. They actually sent this to me for free, which was super, super nice of them. Thank you, Birdy Grey. And I actually went as far to say that I don't need to return this, which is super nice. So technically this dress has been gifted. That obviously will probably not be the case with most people that are ordering from them. All right, so now that we have this, let's go ahead and talk about the dress. Again, wrong size, okay? This one does have adjustable straps, which is super nice. And these straps actually feel nice. All right, we're gonna do the, yep, totally fine. If I was getting down with my bad self, I would not hurt my body by doing one of these. I don't think I'd get a chafing burn. Like with the last dress, what am I doing? This is why it's not a fashion channel. Here we go. It does have a slightly spicy slit, right? But it's not up super high like some of them do, which drives me nuts, okay? So, love this. I love the weight of this. The last dress, Azazie dress, definitely did not have this. This is super nice. Now this is that like crepe-like material. This is the kind of fabric that would probably end up snagging on something, so you have to be a little bit careful with it. Again, if this just fit me better. It definitely is a little bit on the frumpy side. We'll get to that in a second. As far as length is concerned, if I pop up on the balls of my feet as if I was in heels, it's still dusting the floor. This is a long, flipping dress, which is fantastic if you're super tall. If you are not, you're probably used to getting these kinds of dresses hemmed anyways. So I'm trying to picture what it would look like if I didn't order the wrong size. Like, what are we? I just feel a little frumpy in it. Just a teensy bit. I love the price point. I love how the fabric feels. I love, love, love the length on this. Love the lining, love the little slit. There's so much about this that I'm like, yes. Adjustable straps without being cheap. I don't know if y'all have ever gotten adjustable straps on a dress and it looks awful. So these are pretty decent. They're pretty well done, which I am impressed by. But I think I liked the Azazie cowl a little bit better. There's something about this that's just not, I don't love. So I would say based on the fabric, you know, like the non-chafing, like this is good. I could bust a move all night just like this. I mean, I probably wouldn't. Maybe I would, you know? I don't know. This one would get, I don't know, the comfort of a dress is super important to me. So even though it's like not hitting in all the right places, the fact that it doesn't feel like the last dress makes it a little bit more of a winner in my book. So I would probably give this a 6.5 out of 10. And I know I'm being a little hard. So we're gonna take all this with a grain of salt because I got the wrong size. I still don't feel like it's hitting me right. All things considered, it's definitely better than the last one. Next up, David's Bridal. This is the cowl neck chiffon bridesmaid dress with slit. Ooh, this one's a little spicier than the last one. You can see biker shorts spicy. I got the dusty blue, size 8. It was $135 with shipping. Delivery time for standard orders is 4 to 10 days for in-stock items, including standard shipping. That's a pretty good deal. They did not have a try-on option. This had to be purchased and we have to return it. And I have had massive issues in the past with doing David's Bridal and returns, so that just gives me instant anxiety. Did not go well for me. Must be returned within 7 days of arrival. Do not remove tags. Highlighted it in orange and in all caps. All right, so this immediately is already lighter than the Birdy Grey option. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. It just doesn't have that nice weight to it that I did really like about the Birdy Grey. All right, and it's super wrinkled. It does have adjustable straps. The straps feel so dinky though that I feel like they could easily just break. Maybe it's just me, but they don't feel anything like the Birdy Grey straps. And for being $26 more expensive, I don't know, that's like nitpicky, but the straps are definitely a lot better in the Birdy Grey dress. I do like the cowl neck a little bit more on here though. It comes down just a little bit lower. I felt like the Birdy Grey one was like, I don't know, it just felt a little too maternal for me. So maybe I wasn't off on my sizing with the first one with Azazie. This 8 seems to be fitting me quite well. I will say that this fabric is super wrinkled. Of course, it was just shipped in a bag, like these kinds of things happen. But the Birdy Grey one had a couple of wrinkles when it arrived, and it did come in a bag as well, and those are all completely gone. I think the weight of the dress really helped with that. Now let's see, can you see any bit of the, can you see the black? I can't tell. I mean, obviously you can see the seam right here, but you can barely see the black, and you can even see some of the black right here from my bra as well. So we've got some see-throughness. This is our first time experiencing any see-throughness. Of course, again, I'm wearing black underneath this. Most people are probably not gonna do that, but I'm doing it to prove a point. What does the lining look like? Which for this one is it's pretty darn thin. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the black right here, for sure. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see, but it's up high enough in the back so you don't see the back of my bra. got some bonus points. Oh, length. All right. Again, this actually, I probably would want to wear flats with this because this is dusting the ground right now and I'm not pretending I'm wearing heels. This is me wearing heels. Well, wearing heels. So far this is the shortest of the lot. And also that is biker shorts spicy, that's what that is. I can breathe in this better than the Azazie one, for sure. Got some breathing room, which is fantastic. I like the shape of this cowl neck better than the Birdy Grey one. I cannot stand how cheap this feels. In comparison, I think the Azazie fabric, chafe test. The Azazie fabric was definitely worse, but at least the lining felt good. You know what I mean? At least I wasn't worried about something showing from underneath. This is questionable. I think the fact that this is thin enough that you can see any sort of undergarments is a no-no for me, even if you're not wearing something that is this dark. If other companies are getting this right, why is this wrong? Also, with how wrinkled this is, I do not think this would recover on its own. I think it would need to be steamed. So that is something to definitely take into account. They did not have a try-on option. You would have to go in-store to be able to do that. If you want to try it on at home, they have very strict return windows and they are very particular about them. I'm trying not to let past experiences with this company color my opinion right now, but the fact that I'm comparing this to identical dresses and it has these problems of being really wrinkled, of being kind of see-through, of having these straps that feel like they could probably break if I busted and moved too aggressively, none of this is really working out in this dress's favor. The fit's fine, but I definitely don't love it. In fact, I might like the Azazie one better than this. Yeah, I think I like the Azazie one better than this for sure. I mean, I started the ratings pretty harsh from the very beginning. I led with a 6. So this would be a 5 or 5.5 if I'm feeling generous. It's not, yeah, I like the Azazie better. I mean, Birdy Grey is the most comfortable and the one I trust the most so far. But if I had to pick between this one and the first one, it would absolutely be the first one for, yeah. Sorry, DB. This is a no for me. Okay, let's go through the facts first though. This is JJ's house. This is color sky blue, size 8, $113 with shipping and fees. Delivery timing for standard order is 3 to 4 weeks. We did purchase this. This does need to be returned, and they also have a very clear, very distinct, written in all caps, return policy. And they do have a very specific, very distinct, written in all caps by my business partner, return policy. She even put stuff in bold. First of all, immediately see-through. Immediately. Here's the back, which this would not be something you could wear a bra with, all right? It's just one of those, it is what it is. I had a hard time kind of getting the zipper up. I just couldn't get it all the way up. And that could be because the size isn't working for me. That could be for a myriad of reasons. I don't feel like I can trust these straps. I don't feel like I can trust these straps at all. This is the first dress that also has built-in cups. And it makes things look weird. Okay, and obviously they put the built-in cups there because this is such a low back that you can't wear a bra with it. But this is not where my curls go. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pan down. Let's keep going, even though I just want to immediately take this off. All right, cowl neckline, it's fine. It really just kind of looks like a sweetheart-esque with fabric on top of it. It doesn't even really look like a cowl neck, just has whatever. Yep, can totally see completely through. You can see the white tag. That's under the lining. Let's see. Look at this lining. That covers like nothing. Now going all the way back so we can check the length. This is pretty common for the lining to be shorter than the top layer of the dress. The lining is dancing across the top of my feet, which is fine, but this is shorter than a lot of the other ones that we've seen. If I pop up, this is definitely a bit shorter. There's a pretty drastic difference between the lining and the overskirt or the overlay. So I don't know if this is the same as David's Bridal. I think the length of the David's Bridal dress was a lot closer than this one is. Man, that's driving me nuts, having the lining on top of my feet. Shimmy test. It's fine. I feel like none of them have been as abrasive as the Azazie one was in the very beginning. My chest looks funny. Okay, just to make sure I'm giving this its full day in court, I'm going to remove my brassiere and see if that works any better. Everything about this is frustrating me and I want to remove it from my person immediately. Okay. With all things considered, this is an absolute no for me. Please don't do this to your bridesmaids. Please. Do not make them do this. Okay, next. Oh, I gotta give this a number. This would be a 3. I don't like a lot of things about it. I don't like the way that it feels. I don't like the fact that it's see-through. Don't like the cups, don't like the length. The fabric's not as scratchy as the Azazie one is, but this is the fact that for $4 cheaper you get the Birdy Grey one and feel safe and secure and straps that are comfortable for $4 less. I would do that, even though I didn't like the cut of the cowl neck and that definitely was not my size. At least I had the option to try it on and return it. This one we had to buy and we have to send back because they don't have a try-on option. So, ugh. It feels like returning to an old friend. Next up is Kennedy Blue. All right, before we dive into this one, let's go over the stats, shall we? This is Felicity in the color Cornflower, size 8, $124.94 with shipping. The delivery time is 8 to 10 weeks for your standard order, which is a little bit longer than some of the other ones that we've seen. However, this just says 8 to 10 weeks. The rest of them say ready to ship items or in stock items. Okay, so if it's not in stock, it could definitely take a lot longer. Ooh, we had a discount code with Kennedy Blue, so if you're interested, toss it right up there. But if you want to wait to see the dress first, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link for you to get that down below as well. This try-on was made available to us for free. Thanks, Kennedy Blue. I still need to return this one, but that's okay. And the return instructions will come along with it, which it did. It came with its own bag with the, I'm not going to show you, but it already has the return label. We like simple. Okay, so first things first, straps are definitely feeling more secure than some of the other ones. Not quite as secure as Birdy Grey. However, the Birdy Grey ones were a lot thicker and a different vibe, okay? So not irritated by the straps at all. They are adjustable. Let's go and take a little peek. My overall favorite complete package so far. We do have one dress left to try on, so I'm not giving it the winner. We're not dubbing it that just yet. So immediately, this seam, I like where this hits better than in a lot of the other dresses. We got a spicy slit with only a little bit of biker short, just a touch, just a skosh, if you will. So this is definitely lower than the David's Bridal one. Oh, the wrinkles are already kind of disappearing. Okay, when I pulled it out, this was a little bit more wrinkled, but they seem to already be dissipating, which is great. It's not as heavy as the Birdy Grey dress, but it's heavier than some of the other dresses in a way that feels nice. Let's do chafe test. Yep, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, I can't say any of them feel good to do that with, but it's got nothing on Azazie that literally felt like it was gonna rub skin off. I love the length of this one. Okay, we have some definitive pooling. In fact, I would say I would probably need to wear high heels with this. Let's go ahead and pop up. Let's look at that. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. This would be great for all of my taller friends, which is super nice. I do not see any hint of black showing from underneath this. Let's go ahead and we do see a little bit with just the lining. I don't know if you're even gonna be able to see that. That might just be. Look, I'm stretching it to my thigh. I see a little bit of the black, just a little bit with just through the lining. But when I drop it down, I don't see it at all. I'm not kidding when I say I like the bodice of this one the best so far. It has just enough of a little dip down that it doesn't feel high and matronly like the Birdy Grey one does. It does also have built-in cups. These feel like they're in the correct location though, you know, like this, they're where they belong. Not like the last one that shall not be named, okay? But here's the deal. We may have forgotten the best part. Pockets. This is the only one so far that's had pockets. Are you kidding me with this? I love pockets in dresses. And even where this seam hits is better than the other ones. I can still breathe, I still have room to move, the straps are great, they get the job done, they're adjustable, you know? We're just, oh gosh, this neckline is my favorite so far. We'll wait till the last dress, but this is up there. This is definitely up there. I would say, 8 out of 10. It's the right weight, mild wrinkles that are already disappearing. So if you take it out, hang it up, give it long enough to just like let nature and gravity do its thing, the wrinkles could quite possibly dissipate. The fact that they have try-on options, the fact that I was able to get the dress that I wanted in the size that I wanted and the color that I wanted, as opposed to some of these other ones that we had to purchase, this was fantastic. Like just that I was able to try on the exact dress that I wanted is a pretty cool deal. So the Azazie dress, we were able to try on the dress and the color that I wanted. The other two that we've talked about so far were purchased that we will have to send back. So that was the only way I was able to try on the dress, well, try on a dress in general, and try on the dress that I specifically wanted. And Birdy Grey offered the dress that I specifically wanted as well. So, I don't know, y'all. I can breathe, I can move, it's not too heavy, it doesn't chafe, the straps feel fine. They've got built-in cups in the correct location, which is apparently something we need to be concerned about. Well, at least for me. Of course, everybody's different. It just looks so much better. You know when you put on an outfit that just feels right? This feels way more right than the rest of them did. So, all right, last one, okay? I wanted to be excited about this one. I really, 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 really did. I wanted to be excited about this one. This is obviously not a cowl neck. This is the Revelry dress. This is the Asher crepe dress. They did not have the cowl neck option in the color that I wanted for a try-on, which is totally fine. I still stuck with the color specifically because I wanted to see how the lining was and see how that worked out instead of going for the cowl neck. So the actual style and shape of the dress is completely different. This is color light blue, size 8, $205 with shipping. The delivery timing for a standard order is 10 to 12 weeks. They do have a try-on option for an expense. They did send this to me for free to try on that I will be sending back, and return instructions come with it. Let's go over some of the positive things first, all right? A whole lookbook. They've got a little booklet on the crepe collection. They've got the fabric shape again. They have the return label all ready for me in there. Let me see what else. Yep, look, a little prepaid shipping label, return via FedEx, perfect. The 2022 lookbook, they sent swatches. Like this is, I don't know if this is the experience that everyone gets, but this is nice. I'm enjoying this. You know, this is not like anything else that we've received from any of the other dresses that we got. Now, let's go talk about the dress itself, okay? Obviously, I'm not loving this. This is definitely a sizing thing. Now, when I first pulled it out, the weight is fantastic. It feels really nice. The lining is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It feels really nice next to the skin. I love that. Can you tell I'm avoiding panning down? Okay. First and foremost, this situation, there's no way to do any sort of adjusting. And then, we've got the slit happening here. This is a try-on dress, so I understand, but it's already ripping. That's never a fun experience for anyone. How is it possible to feel like a sausage casing on just the lower portion of your body and then have this so off? Okay, I had such high hopes for this, and I am feeling so frumpy. This is a different body shape than the rest of the dresses. This is unreal. I can't, okay. So we've got a little bit of pooling on the ground. So length seems great. If I pop up on the balls of my feet, this would be perfect for someone my height in heels. Also, when there's a slit like this and the dress is so structured, it's easier to wear flats because the dress just kind of kicks away as you're walking. So you don't have to be as worried about tripping, okay? Yeah, I can't stand this. Lining's great, feels great, branding's beautiful. Can't see the black. We're gonna take it all with a grain of salt. If I had ordered a different size, this probably would have fit better. If I had the dress style that I was going for with more of an A-line and a flowy skirt, it probably would have fit better. This though, this is absolutely ludicrous. I don't remember the last time I tried on a dress and it was like this far off, being this tight on bottom and this loose on top. Again, everybody's different. The material's great. The length is great. Love the fabric. I could boogie like this all night and we'd be fine. I was immediately as disappointed putting this on my body as I was with JJ's house. At least the material's better. We could chalk this up to human error for ordering the wrong size and the wrong style. And that's the grace I'll give it. But for $200, this is not how you want your friends to feel in a dress. So at least there's a try-on option, which is great. That gives it more bonus points, in my opinion, than the JJ's house. If I got the right style, we might be having a different conversation. But this, I want this off my person. For as beautiful as so many of their dresses are on their website, I am shocked. Is this my fault? I don't know. I don't know how to rate this one because I feel like this could be chalked up to my user error specifically. So, but based on the dress that I'm wearing and all the, 4.5, 5, based on what is on my person right now, even if it is my fault, even if I ordered the wrong size, even if, yeah, it's 4.5. All right, immediate thoughts now that I'm back into my more comfortable attire, especially of that last one. There is a very clear, very distinct winner for me, and that is Kennedy Blue. The lining is great, the fabric is great, the fit's great, I felt comfortable in it, the straps didn't bother me, I loved that I had pockets, that was a great little bonus. They have such an effective try-on process that honestly, it was a slam dunk for me. It was my favorite out of the entire bunch. From the way that the cowl neck sat to the overall shape of the dress, that was without a doubt my favorite. Not too heavy, not too light, the fabric didn't chafe. And then we obviously know the very clear not winner in this situation would probably be the JJ's house option. That was, that was so bad. I would be happy to never wear a JJ's house dress again in my life. And unfortunately, Revelry was a pretty close runner-up to that position. We're gonna give grace for the style of the dress, for the overall shape. Maybe the size was wrong. They do have a try-on option, which is great. So we'll chalk it up to user error, but I gotta rate the dress that I had on, and that one was not a win. Now we do have one more dress that I've yet to receive. That's the one from Coco Melody, so things might be swayed once I get that bad boy in here. But as of right now, we have a very clear leader. If someone is gonna spend a lot of money on a dress to stand by you on your wedding day, like first of all, super cool. You got incredible friends that are willing to do that. Make sure they feel good in it. And I can tell you with full assurity, some of these I just didn't feel good in. The Birdy Grey dress, I loved the style, I loved the fabric, I loved the texture. It was clearly the wrong size, but I think that even if I sized down, it would still be too matronly with the cut. There's just, the shape of it I didn't love. Azazie, I liked the shape of the bodice. It was very tight. The straps were awful. But the bodice was pretty. David's Bridal was definitely see-through, which was unfortunate. We don't want that for anybody. And definitely wrinkled. And again, if you want to make sure that you are not missing out on any really big bridesmaid dress Black Friday deals, I will have that linked in the description box below. So that's what we have for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like the video, jump on down there, hit that thumbs up button. If you like this style of video, I don't know how else we're gonna do this because I tried on most of the popular companies, but feel free to let me know if there's any that I missed down in the comments below. And where are you getting dresses for your wedding party? Let me know down below as well, because I think that my experience is one singular experience, obviously, and cannot be used as a broad sweeping stroke to paint all of these companies in one specific direction. However, I will say I was still surprised by some of the results. Oh, and what dress company surprised you the most? Leave that down below as well. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride. And until next week, bye guys.